Session for day 4 with a prayer to be led to us by Mr. Arnel Candelario.
Nagpapasalamat sapagkat patuloy ang pag-iingat niyo sa bawat isa sa amin. Patid namin na pagpunta namin sa dakong ito, kayo po ang tunay na nagagabay sa bawat isa sa amin. Katunayan, kami nagkakatipon ngayon. Taglay ang aming buhay at lakas, punong-puno ng pagpapala at biyaya na pumula sa iyo. Kaya Ama, marapat ka lang po namin purihin, sambahin at pakilain po ang iyong banal na pangalan. Kami po ay nagpapasalamat sapagkat ngayon nakarating kami sa ika-4 na araw ng pagsasanay. Patid namin na kayo po ang nagbibigay ng gabay at kalakasan sa bawat isa sa amin. Kaya ngayon po kami nagpapatuloy na humihiling mula po sa bahagi ng mga tagapagpakinig. Pagkalubad niyo po kami ng maliksing pangunawa upang ang buong linaw namin maunawaan ang mga ibabahagi sa amin at amin itong matutunan at maibahagi sa aming mga profesyon.
Miss mo yan. Recap as well as presentation of participants. The presentation of participants, may I call in our grade 12 ever ready grade 12 teacher, Ma'am Lisa O. Guillermo.
Good morning. Alam mo, tatakbong ano. Okay, so ganito po gagawin natin, no? Dahil Thursday na. Okay pa ba kayo? Thursday na? Yes! Mahina ang salot. Okay pa ba kayo? Thursday na? Yes! O yan. Kaya ko tinatanong kung bakit okay pa kayo. Kasi po yung presentation natin of participants, magda-duck race po tayo. Alam nyo naman yan. And then, syempre sa duck race, ginagamit natin to sa recitation usually, no? Yung unang-unang makakarating na duck, sila yung unang-unang magpe-present ng kung ilan sila ngayong morning. At eto, ang sasabihin ninyo, very short chant or isang phrase na magde-describe how excited you are this morning despite na nasa Thursday or 4th day na tayo.
Di matatag! Stay matatag! Grade 7, Sweet 16!
The gist of yesterday's discussion. Question number 2. What was your favorite topic yesterday? Mahirap ba yun?
Topic was the one discussed by Sir Norman.
And that
is about writing techniques of constructing assessment. And then yung in the afternoon, effective assessment.
Okay, thank you. Mentioned by candidate number 2.
Tingin po dapat ay magkakaugnay ang competencies doon sa ating question stem. At dapat po ay dahil kahapon ay maraming mga medyo nag-revise ng kanilang mga question stem na ginawa dahil doon sa ating competencies na dapat naka-align po siya doon kay Sir Randy Basister na po. And doon din po kay Sir Norman kahapon yung natutunan namin na dapat hindi tayo basta-basta lamang gumagawa ng ating mga questionnaires or ng ating exam. Dapat po ay binibigyan natin ng importansya yung options and yung questions and dapat swak siya doon sa ating learning competencies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 6. Thoughts about these connections and alignment with the discussion yesterday?
I do believe
I do believe that.
that negative thoughts or any
setbacks
regarding the lesson or lecture yesterday, because it is a privilege for us, math, science, and English teachers to be able to attend the HATS PLP seminar previously done on last July, which led us to have a sort of prior knowledge on how to construct the questions related to the Cephal 9 framework.
Okay, and thank you. Yesterday's discussion, personal or anything. I believe I have no takeaway, so therefore, pwede ko ba ng translator? Pwede ko ba ng translator? I cannot understand. So therefore, I want a translator. Interpreter?
I believe I don't have like a list. We're the same. Another interpreter, please.
Follow dahil Cephal 9 kasi wala naman tayong magagawa. Yan na yan, di ba? So therefore, as teachers, it is our obligation to embrace the changes that is DepEd is always giving to us. Lagi na lang bago-bago, hindi pa natin magawa. Salamat po. Thank you, candidate number 4's answer.
So, thank you. So, I do believe, lahat siguro ma'am, I agree. But as a teacher, so sabi natin sa first speaker, when everything is uncertain, so everything is possible. So for me, Cephal 9 will not only an obligation for us, but also a privilege, as Sir said, and also a bridge to us para maging aware tayo kung tama ba yung mga questions and the answer, yung mga options po na binibigay natin during exam.
Once again, our 2024. Thank you po, thank you.
3, Sir Justin T. Echevarri.
So, wala naman tayo masyadong several reflection na natin. I-apply dapat natin ito as soon as possible. Pero malapit na ngayong second quarter, yung pinagana. Sa third quarter, we must apply what we have learned during this inset. So, talagang dapat mag-deadline tayo 2 weeks before na schedule para check ng maayos yung inyong mga test questions. Kapag hindi kayo nakasubmit ng tamang oras, kayo na po mag-reproduce. Mahuli tayo. Maliwanag po, kasi kung rush na, madalian na rin ang pag-check dahil kailangan kayo lang ito. So, you will implement 2 weeks before the test schedule, nakasubmit na po tayo. Para kung may correction, meron pa po tayo tayo.
Aligned returning competencies. And 4.5.2, select, develop, organize, and use appropriate teaching and learning resources, including ICT, to address learners' goals. Yung section 1 to 3. So, meron po commonalities. Meron lang medyo siguro naglaro lang siya. Nag-view. Nag-view sa naglaro. Of action relative to having a checked and a complete Cephal 9. So, meron na po tayong na-check na Cephal 9 template. Ano naman po yung inyong plano? dito.
We also found out that the indicator in the assessment, even though it's already evident in most of our test questions, but still we need to improve it with the help of the students.
So kami po ay na-assign sa any test item. So actually, ito po ay ginagawa naman namin ng grade 12 when we are doing our test blueprint. Okay, so best practices we had. So number 1 po, constructing a test aligned with the competences anchored from Bloom's taxonomy. And then followed by options are ordered alphabetically. And then it should be, or it must be, shortest to longest when it comes to options or multiple choice. And then after that, we are following also the hierarchy or hierarchy of difficulty. It says that it should be from easy to hard. And then the last one is application of hats using situational questions. So yun po yung mga best practices that we are doing while we are making our test blueprint. Thank you.
Okay, thank you po. First po, nagkaroon po ng integration about sa ICT, yung paggamit ng Mentimeter. And actually, nilesson nyo lang kanina na yung about dito sa fast talk pero 1 hour siya. Ayun lang po kasi tira ko yung ipasa.
So yun po, ano lang po, yung mga natutunan natin ng 3 days, ayun po ay nilalagay natin dun sa 7 na curriculum po na yun na kanina, dahil naman namin sa grupo natin is dapat po yung mga test questions na kinakonstruct natin, even the test options is naka-align talaga sa CG natin. At hindi po tayo nawawala doon. Okay, so good afternoon po. So dahil lang sa nasabi naman nila kanina, so from the very start, yun daw po yung ating application na ating learnings from day 1 up to day 4. So ginawa na po natin in actual. At doon natin na-realize na hindi pala siya ganoon kadali. But then, we have to accept a challenge as a teacher. So yun lang po, good afternoon. Participants, inaanyayahan ko po ulit na
ay mag-move dito sa unahan. Tayo po check of attendance ay kayo ng song. Kahit po ilang lines lang, nakasama yung picture na pinakita namin sa inyo. Ngayong hapon ay si Ma'am Marley G. Marquinho, Master Teacher 2.
Still continues with us to conduct research about what curriculum is appropriate to diagnose the weaknesses and strengths of the Filipino student. And now, because of MPS, we found out that bridging through work action plan is developed to cater the needs of the Filipino student that promote learners' achievement and literacy and numeracy.
Jollibee nga.
Hello.
Mukha ni Jollibee.
Mukha si Jollibee.
Mukha si Jollibee.
Wala bang coloring? Galing pala eh.
Mukha na siyang pagod.
Yay! Mukha na siyang pagod. Paliit na paliit yung ano niya.
Lagyan natin na.
Increase of everything that we are going to do, like our part as a teacher is to lift up the lives of our students. Through CPAL 9, we can increase their ability, their like for example the numeracy and the literacy. So through this innovation of education, we are going to embrace this, and one of our goals is to increase and to develop students that can, according to Ma'am Marley, is to become globally competitive.
Sa first learning natin, sa first day natin, yung kung CPAL 9, parang masyadong nagpasa about the topic ano ba yung mga pagbabata. Then hanggang sa tulugan, parang habang nasa date na tayo ng learnings natin, nandun yung maraming insights. Sabi nga, di ba, pag-insights ng aming mga ideas na lumalabas. So as teacher, sabi nga, di ba, yung pong learning ay continuous, kaya hindi siya matatapos. Nandun tayo yung continuous improvement na tawag natin.
Nire-represent niya yung Pilipinas. Tapos kung makakapansin nyo, may book pa dito. Nanininig yung kamay ko. Ating education dito sa educational system dito sa Philippines. Yung MacBook, nagre-represent naman po ito na yung pag-a-apply natin o yung paggamit natin ng technology sa pagtuturo po natin. Kung makikita nyo, meron po dito mga malalaking kamay. Tayo po yan mga teachers. So kailangan po natin, gaya po ng paulit-ulit natin sinasabi, andito na to, yung mga CPAL 9 na yan, andyan na yung mga solo na yan. Ang kailangan na lang po natin ay yakapin ito, embrace natin, pa rin tayo. Okay, tapos next po dito, kung makikita nyo, meron po dyan parang earth na background dun sa Filipino. Kasi po, syempre, para tayo ay makasabay internationally, di ba nga po sa PISA? So, kailangan po tayo ay maging globally competitive din. Tapos kung makikita nyo yung mga estudyante, bakit may mga students dito na naghahawak kamay? Kasi lahat ng ginagawa natin, ang makikinabang, bukod tayo, lalo-lalo yung ating mga learners. Tapos, bakit po may sun? Kasi future. Nasa atin yung future ng mga Filipino learners natin. Kaya kailangan po natin magtulong-tulungan. Kung mapapansin niyo po dito sa may laptop, may lumalabas po siya mga numbers, tapos dito po ay literacy. Literacy po itong mga letters, tapos yung mga numbers, nire-represent naman niya po ng numeracy. So, kailangan po natin maging, tawag dito, na-integrate po natin yung numeracy at literacy. Ano mang subject area po ang tinuturo natin. Yan lang po. Maraming salamat.
Perfect. Drivers Club to Science Department. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bip, bip. Bip. Ito ay heto na may ganon. Now I know. So after learning from the master teachers, the 7-9, we are now guided by doing and constructing the TOS. Not so easy, but we found difficulties in terms of the numeracy. Di ba, ma? Kasi, how can we inject numerical and in English? Maganda sa math. Pero in English, AP, ESP, how? It is so difficult. But still, we overcome. We overcame the challenge and we did a good TOS after. So after doing the TOS completely, guided by the simple line, smiling. What this means, English department is now so happy because we created a perfect, but not so perfect. It depends on the master teacher reading our TOS. That's all. Thank you. Your reporter is critical thinker. Okay, please give Carpenter Club to English department. Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Puk, puk, puk. Metaphor of the outcome and the innovation of psychology if the expectations are achieved. Furthermore, Lightbulb also refers to the bright ideas, the progression, the hard work, and of course the significant contributions of the members of the English department, wherein this progression or the functional framework of the Simple 9 will hopefully contribute to us teachers in developing. Talaga si manager daw nalampasan na ako. Okay. Let's give ticket clap to English department. Clap, 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 clap. Tick, tick, tick.
The several principles which can inspire creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. So as you can see, we have 3 symbols. We have the letter C or the moon. The moon represents a signal line. Dahil tulad po ng moon, ang hirap po abutin at arukin ang signal line. And we have the bulb. So the bulb represents the light. Kung merong dark, yun po yung idea na nagagamit natin dito sa ating service training.
Singers Club to mapilit department. Okay, ako kanta. Ito ha, do, re, mi, fa, do, re, la, sol, fa, me, re, do.
Ika nga sabi ni Sir AA, we have to, it is a vital rather, no? Kailangan talaga natin yun.
And then after we go back to our classes, we are going to how to implement it, right? And then after learning all this, we will be happy.
For future inset, na kung gusto nating mag-craft tayo ng customize para sa sarili natin, isa yan sa mga documents na kailangan natin i-submit. Okay po? Now, nag-set po ako sa GC natin, may nagtatanong, ano daw yung mga domain? Sinend ko po, may 7 domain po tayo sa ating PPST. Depende po sa topic nyo na gusto nyong maisip kung anong domain yung kanyang mapapakita. Halimbawa, gusto nyong magkaroon ng innovation with regards to content. Magko-contextualize kayo, wari. Halimbawa, yung matagal ng lesson sa contextualization o indigenization, may mansanas, wala man tayo mansanas, gagawin natin barabas. Diba? So, kung may mga strategy kayo nung gano'n, gusto nyo i-share at ipapa-accredit natin sa NIA, kailangan natin gawin ng back. Ano ba yung focus, improvement, or topic, or domain sa BPST ang madedevelop natin using yung training na gagawin nyo?